Burundi's new president, Evariste Ndayishimiye, has declared the coronavirus the country's biggest enemy in a significant step down from the previous strategy of ignoring the disease.
From now on, we are starting a campaign against the pandemic in Burundi under the theme I heal, I don't contract, I don't contaminate.
Ndayishimiye spoke whilst swearing in his cabinet a week after taking office. He won elections on May 20th, which went ahead despite the virus. His predecessor, Pierre Nkurunziza, had played down the pandemic's seriousness, claiming that God had protected Burundi. Nkurunziza died unexpectedly last month from what authorities said was heart failure. More than 80 people have died in 2 days of protests in Ethiopia after the murder of a popular singer from the country's largest ethnic group. Hachalu Hundessa was shot dead Monday night for unknown reasons. His political songs gave voice to the long-standing sense of marginalisation of his people, the Oromo. Following his death, violent protests broke out in the capital, Addis Ababa, and the surrounding region. The internet has also been shut down. The Oromo have long complained of oppression at the hands of smaller ethnic groups, despite being the largest in the diverse country of 100 million people. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed, who came to power in 2018, is Ethiopia's first leader of Oromo ethnicity. Leaders from 5 West African countries met with French President Emmanuel Macron in Mauritania to take stock of their struggle against jihadist unrest. The group, known as the G5 of the Sahel, which includes Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger and Chad, intensified joint efforts with France and other allies 6 months ago against extremist forces along their borders. Macron said the operations were showing progress.
We are convinced that victory is possible in the Sahel and that it is a determining factor for balance in Africa and Europe.
Malawi has a new president after an historic election rerun. Opposition leader Lazarus Chakwera was sworn in after winning 58.75% of ballots cast on the 23rd of June.
The dream that binds us together is for us to enjoy shared prosperity, not just freedom.
The country's Supreme Court ordered a fresh vote after cancelling last year's elections over widespread irregularities, like correctional fluid used on tally documents. It's the first time in Africa that a government has changed after a court annulled a previous vote. Outgoing President Peter Mutharika, however, complained about problems in the new polls as well. And finally, Egypt has reopened its famed Giza pyramids to the public after a 3-month closure amid the coronavirus pandemic. The move will hopefully kick-start the battered tourism industry as international travel ground to a halt. The pyramids were the country's first tourist attraction to reopen, along with the Egyptian Museum in Cairo.
We decided to come today to the pyramids because since it's been closed for so long, we feel that the energy will be very clear. And we want to explore the pyramids under that scope.
Authorities are hoping holidaymakers will brave flying and head to Egypt after international flights resumed under loosening travel restrictions.